When I started seeing this unravel and I saw how horrible it was, people dying desperately, our senior citizens spending their last days alone in the hospital, family members not allowed to come in, even though the family members were fully contaminated, they were taking care of their loved ones at home, they couldn't be with their loved ones, seeing people denied treatment and denied treatment in a way where it was obvious that people wanted to do harm to others. I'll give you an example. I had a patient in Dallas and they were sick with COVID. And we knew by the time this case had come on, we knew ivermectin was very safe, very effective, very affordable. And I prescribed ivermectin. And I'll never forget the pharmacist calling me and saying, listen, the guidelines don't say that you can use ivermectin to treat COVID-19. He was reading me, a riot act on this. And I was saying, listen, would that same pharmacist call and tell me that I couldn't use, cosevimilan to treat diabetes? I mean, since when would he take time out of his day to try to scream at me over the phone? This poor, desperate patient needed treatment. And when I saw that, I saw intentionality. People wanted to do harm to others. I'll give you another example of harm. It came into people's minds. There was a case that became known to me of a graduate student up in Chicago, and he wasn't going to take the vaccine. He's a PhD. He had already gone through his qualifying exams. All he needed to do was kind of finish off his thesis. And they said, you have to take a vaccine. He says, I'm not going to take it. I'm working remotely at home. I'm working on my thesis. They said, you have to take it. He goes, I'm not going to take it. And he said, you know what? I'll make this easy. I'll just transfer to another university and finish my thesis there. Do you know his university met, the graduate school met, they met with the registrar and the provost, and for him, they changed the rules. And they now made the rules that he couldn't transfer any of his prior work to the other university. He had to start from scratch. So that told me it was in the minds of people to hurt other people. They wanted to harm him professionally. And so that told you it was in the minds of people to hurt other people. It was demonic.